See you, TMG.
If he gets to the final against AC and Inter, because for me personally, I've always said, if Pep, even now to be honest, and people might think I'm reaching here, I think Pep is at the table of Sir Alex. But if he's not ordering the same meal as him. But if he wins the three-peat this summer and the treble, not only is at the same table, he's gonna say, "Let me get what he's getting and get me the same dessert as him." He's eating whatever Sir Alex is eating.
I think he's at the same table.
I think he's at the same table.
No, he's at the same table. Just that the waiter comes to Sir Alex first.
Yes.
He comes to Sir Alex first, and I feel the thing that stops the way it goes, or maybe decide.
Do you know what?
Maybe give the way a bit of confusion. Is that Pep needs to win another? He needs to win another UCL.
Well, Champions are the same though.
If he wins
Let me tell you something. Do you know why? Do you know why I don't think
if he wins another UCL, then he can say, we're on par or I'm slightly above.
I don't think. I think if you go to the table, you see Mourinho there, you see Ancelotti, you see Sir Alex, you see Pep. You see maybe those are the four common ones, the ones that I know. You see them at the table, and I say to you,
just before you finish there, do you think Jose's on the same table as Pep?
Jose's on that table. That Porto achievement, he sits on the table and he's comfy there.
Okay.
That Porto achievement trumps a lot because Porto's not even is it a world power Portuguese league? How many is that the only modern Champions League that whole league has even won?
True, very
and
true.
he beats Alex in doing it.
I remember that he ran down all teams.
He ran down. He's got historic moments. And think about his Inter one. His Inter triumph.
He did the treble as well.
And he beat Pep. The only thing that stopped Mourinho from being the greatest is his lack of he didn't evolve. His evolution to modern football, to understanding a modern player, he struggled.
Yeah. That's why he's becoming like a higher government. He's getting sacked here, left and right. Players want him out, fans want him out. He hasn't adapted to what the modern player wants to, how they want to receive management, the style of football they want to play. Like I used to say, like all these top level young players, they didn't grow up playing like defensive football, highly tactically, without the ball. They played with the ball. You know what I mean? And Mourinho's sides in certain games, they really have that same mentality that we're going to go and dominate every single game. Now, those boys, when they're in their top youth academies, for the 9% of the games they're playing plus, they're going out to dominate the football. You know what I mean? Possession based all the time, all that sort of stuff. And then when you go to Mourinho, where you're going to be like, you're going to be tracking back all the time. We're going to play on a counter attack. That's a culture shock to a lot of them. Whereas the older players, they're more open to receiving that. They come for the mentality. Whatever the coach says, basically, right, we don't challenge him.
So
we don't have an
it's
ego.
about winning.
It's all about winning. Blah blah blah. But with the younger players, they have like a style. You know what I mean?
But do you know when I was talking about those four, I would say the reason why I have Pep higher, and one of the reasons why I value Wenger as well, is the innovation in the game. As in, changes Pep makes, teams follow. And that's why I like...
teams, countries.
Countries, things follow. And that's why I think Pep... There's more to Pep than just accolades. I have to look at it more than just an accolade basis because Pep innovates something. Okay, inverted fullbacks, false nines. Like, he changes the game.
He transcends the game. He has mini-me's. Arteta's a mini-me. Company's a mini-me.
You have guys that want to... They study
Xavi, all these man are all mini-me's of him. Even Eric Ten Hag was
worked under
all of these people are mini-me's of him. So I agree. Again, I'm not going to complain. If you're putting Pep over for Sir Alex, I'm not going to complain. I get what you're
think about it. Sir Alex's disciples, they really, really struggled because...
You got Carrot doing his thing at Middlesbrough. You're not going to give him that?
Carrick's a
who are Sir Alex's coaching like?
Guys that came from Sir Alex's tree, they don't
Neville.
really do... Well, Neville, awful.
But
Carlos
Roy
Queiroz, Steve Bruce...
They're meaty managers.
They're meaty managers.
The thing is with Sir Alex, it's his personality that made him him.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's about him because that's one thing with Ancelotti as well. It's about them as a person. As in, they are managers. I don't think Sir Alex as a tactician was great, but I reckon that Sir Alex knew what coaches he needed around him.
Tactically, Sir Alex is not at the same table as Pep. We can see that clearly when he outbossed him in the 2 Champions League finals. Clearly not on the same table as Pep. But I think for what Sir Alex was able to do in terms of build multiple teams, be constantly at the top. Sir Alex never really fell off. Like once Sir Alex was there, he was always there. Like Premier League, he done 3-peat twice, done a treble. Was it once or twice?
Yeah. So done a treble once in '99.
Like, did he not do it in 08 or 09?
I thought 08 and 9. He won the Champions League and he won the FA Cup.
That's a double.
So,
okay.
Are
you sure 08 or 9?
He didn't do a treble.
So he done 2 doubles basically, 2 doubles and 3-peat.
He 3-peat the league a couple of times.
He 3-peat the league.
3-peat the league a couple of times.
But the only treble as in with FA Cup, Champions League and Prem was only in 1999. He didn't do it.
Let me check that.
And I think in the time he won the Champions League, it was 09, he done the Champions League and the Prem. He didn't win the FA Cup that season. Nor did he win the Carling Cup. But I mean, yeah, Ferguson doesn't really have like a long-lasting tactical legacy. But Ferguson is just he just knows how he's
missed the Premier League. He's missed the Premier League.
He could adapt to different. Like he's proven he can win at lower levels, which is something that I've always said. He's not stick to beat Pep with because Pep has never been in that environment, nor would he ever been in that environment because
he did a double.
Because Pep obviously after Barcelona, he was in the Barcelona first team, and he started playing record-breaking football. Then straight to Bayern, straight to Man City. It's unrealistic to ask Pep to go manage, I don't know, Everton or Aston Villa.
Yeah, but what do you think of that argument? Because people say Pep won't be able to do X, Y, and Z at clubs. Or when we look at players or teams like Brighton, De Zerbi, very tactical. I think Pep can go Brighton and do a little tactical.
But Brighton is different because Brighton has been able to build on. It's an ethos. It's a philosophy.
But you don't think Pep can do anything like Brighton?
It will take a long time for Pep to do it. It will take a long time. It will take a certain level of.
One thing what people are saying is that can Pep prove it without the resources? If we're being honest, we're playing advocate. Pep's never been at a team where they haven't had resources.
But then,
listen, Barca have always had resources. Bayern always had resources. Man City always had max resources.
But in the modern game, it's changed though.
But let me just say, but that's what the other guys have proven to an extent. Like Sir Alex with Aberdeen, Mourinho with the likes of Porto. I'm not saying the guys never spent money because the guys have spent money when they've been at the top table, but they've proven that they've worked their way up. Obviously, Pep didn't have to do that because Pep was a top level player, which most people don't really know. And then obviously he was Barcelona B manager and straight to Barcelona first team, and then he was went on a crazy run since then. And he's never looked back. All the other top managers have proven that, and that's I'm not saying it's not a stick to beat Pep with, but it's another notch in their legacy.
Arsenal.
Yeah, the Arsenal
to say, look, we've done this and you couldn't.
Yeah,
do that.
in the Arsenal that we've done and you haven't done.
But I think it's different in modern football because money's changed the game. Like it will be hard for you to go to let's say Pep was at Leeds. Yeah, it'll be hard for him to compete with the top teams when they can buy his players. Or they don't have the same pool. It would take a lot for him to do the same job.
That's what they're saying. Pep has never been in that position. He's never had to face those circumstances. Like,
but if you're great, why would you? Why would you need to?
I see both sides because he's never going to be unless the only way I can see Pep be in those circumstances is if that's what Mourinho does now, where he's basically declining as a manager, and then the top teams are wanting him more, and has to go to lower level teams.
The whole Mourinho thing is deep because Mourinho's had chances. Like the thing is, even when you're a great manager and you're falling off, you'll get a lot of chances at the clubs that it might be like just on the teetering on the edge because. Technically, if he did a great job at Tottenham, Tottenham's got money. Tottenham can do stuff. Tottenham can make moves. He just didn't do a good enough job. And also, Mourinho's personality is one that, if he's not doing well, you just don't want him to be around.
It's true.
You're not going to give him a chance to turn around.
Yeah, and also, I said before about the style he plays. Fans, they don't give people more time that don't play attractive football. Mm-hmm. If you're playing attractive football and losing to begin with, they give you more time than if you're playing crap football per se, crap in quotation, and you're losing. Because you'll be like, we're losing and we're not being entertained. At least, we're not necessarily getting results, but he's trying to play the right way. He's trying also what as well Pep does do, he does bring up player development, bring up youth players. Also, the fans can connect with those players and the board like, there's a system that we have here, blah, 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 that sort of stuff, which is also a very important thing for management about player development, which Pep and Ferguson have over Mourinho in leaps and bounds. Like, in my opinion, them two, along with Wenger, are one of the three best player developers. Literally, you can go Pep and Messi, you can go Ferguson and Ronaldo, and you can go Wenger and Henry. Obviously, they're probably the three biggest examples. You know what I mean? So,
I think again, just to finish off on this point, in terms of the managers, yes, you could say Jose and Ferguson, they started off they did it at bad teams, etc., and quote unquote in people's eyes. But Porto, aren't they basically number one when it comes to Portuguese in the league? That's basically the number one. Yes, if we're disregarding European success, let's park the Champions League to the side. Then of course they won the league. If Pep was at that Porto team, he'd win the league there. Would he win Champions League? Maybe not. But he still win the league. They'll probably win the double.
I expect to win the league, yeah.
If again when it comes to Ferguson, again I'm not re-upped on my Scottish history, but Aberdeen at the time were they not?
I think Aberdeen's the last team that's not Celtic or Rangers to win the league
in 40 years.
Okay, is it? Okay, then again I hold my hands up on that. I didn't know that. But again, I think personally when Pep came into City, people think that City was this amazing team. City scraped into top 4 final day of the season against Swansea. We had players like D. Michaelis there.
But you need to understand,
we had
the City team was in flux, as in it was a transition because you came from the Pellegrini.
Two years before.
2 years before that, but it was a weakened team. We had all our fullbacks were 33 years.
Yeah, it's true. Also, Barca as well, they won a Champions League in a title like within 2 years, or at least 2 years before he came.
Yeah,
but then on decline, Barca were in decline.
I'm not saying these teams were on decline, but these teams they had funds. And they still had quality, arguably world class players there.
They were coming off the back of
there was a real to do, but it wasn't like every way taking teams from the mud with minimal resources.
Was his time at Bayern a failure?
I mean, yeah, for be honest, it is because they're up. They won the Champions League. I think the year he came, and that was their target to win the Champions League. They were pretty much ordained to win the league every single time. I think if they don't win it this season, it'll be the first time probably in 11 seasons they haven't done it. He didn't even get to Champions League final. I'm a big Pep guy. Like I always say, Pep is my main inspiration for coaching. But for being totally honest, it wasn't a failure. I'm not doing this yardist thing where they say there's no failure in sports. There is failure in sports. That's why people get sacked. That's why people lose their livelihoods and jobs at the end of the day. Like. Not too often, I hope Bud gets replaced by.
Bud's not getting replaced because of.
Well, it's a different day. Oh yeah, true. Oh yeah, I take that back then. Oh.
Yeah, I'd say he failed in Germany because Germany Bayern are meant to win the league every single year. He didn't get to one final. Then I love Pep. At City, if he doesn't win the Champions League, possibly people might call it a failure, but I think people will be more on the fence of 50-50. Outside fans might say 100% it's a failure. But if you look at where he's taken City from where he took them to now, City's now a global elite team now in terms of people's eyes. Yes, people say you need that Champions League still, but people look at City and think, yeah, wow, this is
the powerhouse of English football. He's got this PTSD against Real Madrid. Bayern, he kept on losing.
We beat Madrid.
That was in COVID.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, beat them with fans.
We can do it.
Go to the Bernabeu.
Go to the Bernabeu. Bro, how can you lose the Bernabeu? You were 1-0 up.
The modern day Coliseum.
That was an awful loss.
You know it was. I don't blame Pep then. I don't blame Pep for that defeat against Real Madrid last season.
The players.
I blame the players. The players choked. How could, in that situation there?
Why did you play KDB at 69 minutes?
KDB wasn't playing well. KDB went.
Well, it doesn't matter because when you got a superstar, it just one more brilliance. That's all you need.
But in that situation there, look at what happened before they got their 2 goals. Grealish had got a shot saved, had a shot also cleared off the line. Foden missed a rebound off the line. Little locks and chances like that didn't go our way, and then when you get to what Madrid happened, the goals came within 2 minutes 10 seconds.
That's what they believe. They believe that's their cup, bro. They don't say. You might need to believe it's your cup, though.
I can't blame Pep for that.
All the time. City just.
I blame Pep for Monaco. I blame Pep for Tottenham. I blame Pep
Monaco.
for Chelsea. What's the Monaco? Drew 6-6. Yeah. I blame Pep for all of these defeats. Well. But the only knockout I do not blame him for.
The best one.
Yeah, I blame Pep for all of those ones.
We thought we won.
Yeah, but then the only one I will never blame Pep for is that last year when Real Madrid.
That last one is his fault, bro. You still had extra time.
How could you tell me it's his fault? Extra time, but then again,
you know why it's his fault for the first leg? Why did you man take a foot off after the first 20 minutes? Because you were pumping them.
We missed chances. It's not like we took our foot off the gas. We missed chances off the chance.
You took a foot off the gas.
We missed about 4 1-on-1s that game, and if we had the killer, we have our top one right now.
1-on-1 is 50% chance. How can you miss 4?
It was clear 1-on-1s. Again, Mahrez missed a couple and Foden missed a couple. If that was the killer we have up top right now in Haaland, which I'm praying for, which is going to happen this season, hopefully, fingers crossed, I think we beat Madrid. I watched Madrid against Chelsea, and Madrid didn't get out of second gear. Is it because Madrid was preserving their energy and they didn't really want to go out of the gear because they knew Chelsea had nothing to offer? Maybe so. But when I looked, I understand that. Maybe Madrid weren't really like, you know what, 2 goals is enough here. Let's just now pass it about. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but from when I watched the game, I'm thinking, this Madrid team definitely looks beatable.
You think you can have them?
I don't want to say it fully on 4K here, but all I'm saying is, if we get a result at the Bernabeu, it's on. That's all I'm gonna say. And the result is we don't lose. If we don't lose at the Bernabeu,
got the best. Let's just say this: you got the best form. Like you're going to the Bernabeu first. But you know, some people
we won't lose at Etihad. It's 25 games unbeaten in Champions League. That's the best run for English club.
I thought you know you might lose now.
Well,
hey, when we did confound,
Benzema.
Family, they think it's that God-given right. UCL tax.
We got this, man. We got this. I think
they created the Champions League or the European Cup.
Don't worry, man. We're gonna get them.
Stefano and Puskas. What you know about those?
I remember those times when they were talking about Ledesma. How long were they talking about Ledesma? Now it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They got like 14 or 15.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, don't worry. They're gonna go on a drought. Nothing can last forever.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
100-year drought.
I believe if we get the result at the Bernabeu, it's on. Like the treble right now, if you ask me percentage-wise, it's around 55%. But
55%.
Because we need to get the Bernabeu is the Bernabeu, like you guys just said, it's the Bernabeu.
The
minute we get a result,
the place where, do you know that's like kryptonite? When he touches that, he just frees up, and then he goes to his generator, and he's just like, oh, today Rodri must play right back. It's gonna just come up with something random.
I am very worried for Vinicius versus Akanji.
I don't think that's a.
I think
he better play Walker. He better.
Well, if you play Walker against Martinelli, then you should definitely play Walker against.
He needs to. Let's see. But if we get past there, then my percentage is straight up to 80%. Because I know.
Why can't they be worried about you, man? You got KDB and them, man.
I know.
And
I know we've got KDB, Haaland again. Modric is out first leg. Alaba's injured. And also, Militao's suspended for the first leg as well.
So you better get your numbers up.
Line up.
We must.
Nacho against Haaland.
Maybe Valverde, Camavinga and Cruz or Tchouaméni.
Oh my God, they haven't got a left back, so
we'll see.
I think Foden played that game.
Huh? What about Mendy?
He's been in the cold for a while. He's injured. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Camavinga's been playing.
Big game.